Hey there, and welcome to our fourth and final phase in our complete life purification process. In this final step, we're going to be working with the fire element. The fire element represents pure energy and the qualities that pure energy possesses. In ourselves, we could connect this with our will or intentions. If you'd like to learn more about this element, please click on the video link below, and this will take you to a whole video which contemplates and explores every aspect of the fire element. In our previous steps, we started by removing all negative influences from our life. We then went on to further cleanse, clean and wash away anything which wasn't a positive influence in ourselves. In our third step, in our last video, we started a process whereby we would amplify all the good influences using positive thoughts, words and actions to drive out and keep away any adverse circumstances, people or internal shortcomings. In this video, we're going to carry on with this amplification process, whereby you are going to keep raising your vibration, where the goal is to become so bright and so light that darkness is fearful and chased away. In our previous steps, we always used a natural aid, and aids supplied by nature as a blessing to the goals that we had in mind. And this step is no different. In this step, we're going to utilize a very powerful ancient technique which aligns us with the greatest of allies, so that our own energies are not expended but regenerated and renewed. This technique is called star bathing, and it involves standing in sunlight every morning and in moonlight in the evening. The actual exact application of this practice is described in depth in this video, so please take a few moments to pause and to watch it in depth. By practicing this star bathing, you will create the right resonance in you, and all the areas of yourself, all the areas of your personality that need to be developed will start to amplify and to regenerate. Likewise, because of the different polarities of the luminaries which are being used for this blessing, you will start to achieve a balance. This exercise also creates a protective barrier, a shield during the day and the night, which cannot be defeated. As with the previous steps, while you dedicate yourself to a full exploration of this beautiful discipline, there are some lifestyle changes that you are to make, which will help with the process. The first of these concerns the art of celebration. Celebration is the most unestimated and underrated skill that a person can dedicate themselves to. It's a natural form of reinforcement. And this positive reinforcement is something you see is naturally very good in people who have an area they excel in. Celebration is how you tell your deep mind, your subconscious, the whole of your being, I want more of this. So over the next few days, a few weeks, make sure that you make an effort to celebrate all the things you want to see more of. In particular, when you achieve something or when you see a good expression of your intentions manifest itself and bring forth the results you want, make sure you really celebrate that and celebrate it repeatedly. Likewise, in those around you, be sure to celebrate what you want to see more of in them and what will help them for them to bring more of into their life. Look for the celebrations that we naturally create in life and look for what we're trying to celebrate in them and involve yourself fully. Now, once again, there is a complete video on this, so please click on this link and watch this whole video on the art of celebration before continuing with this one. So, this celebratory process will help you to start increasing the good things. And I'd like to suggest another specific exercise which will aid you in this process. In ancient times, Pythagoras used to recommend a very specific, a very powerful meditation to his students. At the end of the day, they were to make sure that they set some time aside to assess their day, viewing their day as a life in itself, viewing their day in detail. In order to do this, it's very important you do book some specific time. Some people attempt to do this lying in bed before they go to sleep, but often there are other people or tiredness or internal elements that get in the way of this process. So my recommendation is that for your life audit, you do make sure you have a specific time. Even if it is just before bed, make sure that you're separate from the place you associate with sleep. And take some time to look at your day. Now, the goal is to go through your day and to look at everything you did well and everything that didn't quite come out the way you might hope. The aim is to amplify all the good things. But here's the secret. They're all good things. So, I'd like you to view every single expression during your day as a good intention and to look at how that good intention manifested. If it was something where you did something which really worked, lock that in. Visualize yourself as an architect, an author, a programmer which is going to put that in as a habit. But if you saw something where that wasn't a success and you really wish you hadn't acted that way or done that thing, Look for what the good intention was behind that. What were you trying to achieve? And then look for the better expression that will happen in the future. Remember, you are writing in the new way of doing things. You are a programmer putting in the new code. So look for the better expression. Now, once again, it's time to pause and to look at this video, which will explain this philosophy in depth. And by employing this philosophy, you are going to bring around the most beautiful, magnificent transformation of the self. Purifying your will and learning to manifest your positive intentions with beauty, efficiency, and effectiveness. Carry on this process through the whole of your day, amplifying when it worked, correcting and creating a new approach when it could have worked better, all the way through. When you get to the end, with a smile, whether it be physical or internal, lock in that new way of doing things and let that pass into the night. So when you go to bed, know that this is something that your higher self, your subconscious, your deep mind, the whole of your being is going to be working on making the new way of doing things. These 3 different exercises practiced in tandem will have a spectacular effect. The direct involvement of the sun and the moon will shine through you, growing the seeds of goodness and healing and regenerating all aspects. The celebration of all the good things in you and that you observe in life will amplify and will add a light to these specific expressions and make sure that that's what you get more of. And finally, this life audit, this assessment of your day at the end of each day, whereby you go through and you increase the charge or improve the expression of every virtue, and whereby you help grow up any shortcomings, viewing those shortcomings as a seed of a virtue, the seed of a great blessing in yourself, and then taking this new set of resolutions, this new way of doing things, into your sleep. These practiced together will raise your vibrations. This will change your interaction with the world, attracting the right allies and driving away any influences that you would rather weren't in your presence. You will become a shining light, a beacon of goodness and effectiveness in your world through these practices. Now, as with the other steps, theoretically, this could be done in a week. But I believe that you will find that this is such a positive process that you would like to keep these disciplines for a lifetime. This concludes our 4-fold complete life purification process. This is a program which you can apply to your life, not just once, but any time things move out of focus or off kilter. It's also a process which is easy to guide others through. So once you have completed it yourself, using these videos, you can help friends or people who come to you asking for help using these techniques. And because these techniques are universal, they're not of any particular tradition, and because the tools we use mean that there is a source of help externally, you'll find that this is easy for anyone to apply, no matter where they are in their life and what previous experience in these matters that they have had. My name's Martin Faulks, and I hope that this series of videos is a great blessing to you. Good luck with all your endeavours, and let your highest potential shine forth in every thought, word and action.